So we are live. Welcome, you guys. So this is going to be kind of, I guess, like a pick a card, pick a pile read for for a love message. I haven't done a future spouse Sunday in quite a while, so um yeah. So this is going to be a future spouse themed type of reading with my personal spread called the Love Map reading. So it's a mixture of tarot and astrology. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Okay, let me adjust this, make sure that we're getting everything in frame. Okay, so with this particular reading, we're going to get started. Okay, so this reading is a love journey reading, whether it's for a future spouse or life partner. This is just designed for anybody that's wanting to uncover their path to their future spouse or their future life partner and just explore the energy, that shapes your divine connection. So, in this reading, we're going to chart your love story as if it were a map, kind of, sort of. So, starting from where you guys are now to the moment you meet and beyond that. So, kind of think of this as like a little, divine guide to discovering the lessons, the blessings, and the possibilities within your divine connections future. So, like I said, I'll also be adding a little bit of a kind of like an astrology elemental type of vibe to it, tapping into the four elements. And then these energies will also give us a guide on how the influence around your love, your communication, how you guys connect with each other, etc. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to have you guys choose a pile. So I'm going to use this divine intuition oracle to be our options. Okay. Okay, so let's see for pile one. Pile one. Oop, dang. No, let's just get one card. One card for pile one, please. Pile one, let's get your choice. And then pile two, let's get your choice of a card. And I'll show you guys what they are so you can choose which one resonates with you. Pile, pile two. Okay, pile two. All right, so let's see. Pile one, what is your option? You have number 4 with feelings and sensations. Pile two, your option is going to be 35 with synchronicity. Okay. So yeah, so pile one, feelings and sensations with the number 4. And pile two, your option is 35 with synchronicity. Okay, so I'll give you guys a moment to meditate and reflect on that. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Um, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. Hope you guys had enough time to choose your piles. Okay. Timestamps will be available at the end of the live. If you're watching this past the live, then you already got your timestamps. All right. Okay. All right. Pile number 1. This is your reading. If you chose the number 4 card with feelings and sensations. Okay. So for some of you guys could be gifted in clairsentience. Okay. If you're not sure what your clairs are, you can always research them and look them up and see if that resonates with you. With this journey, I feel like you're being guided to tap into your vibes of what you feel around you. Like use your discernment, use your intuition and what you're feeling, what you're sensing in your body, what you're smelling, what you're hearing, maybe even a taste. So let's say for instance, you've been craving coffee or you've been smelling coffee just like intuitively and you don't know why. That could be a sign to go to a coffee shop and that could potentially be where you meet your spouse, right? Let's say you keep um feeling cold for no reason or really hot. Let's say potentially that's like a sign that you're going to meet your person in winter season or summertime when it's really hot, or something with using your senses your feelings and emotions, like if you're feeling something around you, most likely that could also be a time where spirit is speaking and talking to you. Um, in particular, just in general, but in this case, your future partner or future spouse could be around that as well. Hey, K Love. Hey, sis. How are you? Thank you for joining. And it could also be too, like you might pick up on your person's feelings and emotions sometimes, like randomly. So let's go ahead and get into this reading, shall we? I'm gonna move this card over here to the side so I can have more room to tap in. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get started. This should be fun. Okay, pile one. All right. So let's see, where are you on your personal journey or path before you meet your future spouse? Let's tap in. Let's see. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine guidance. Where is pile one on their personal journey and path before meeting their future spouse or future partner, life partner? Okay. The Knight of Wands. So some of you guys could be like just seeking fun, things that make you happy. You're seeking joy before you meet your future spouse. It could be that you just feel maybe guided to take a trip somewhere. Do something spontaneous for once. Get out of your comfort zone for some of you for once. Um, could even be that you want to go to an amusement park or something, or you just, I'm hearing the word thrill seeking, but I'm not getting like a dangerous thrill seeking vibe from this. It's just like kind of like a playful, kind of like inner child. So you might be like guided to, I don't know, do something that you've always wanted to do as a child. It could be maybe you used to surf or used to skateboard or ski, or maybe it's a specific amusement park that you love to go to or you never got a chance to go to as a child. So your path, I feel like before you meet your person, like the path that you're currently on even could be centered around seeking some fun in your life, or specifically like some sort of exciting or some type of exciting attractions. Let's see. Hmm. You're most likely to meet your person in a place where maybe people are seeking healing or seeking maybe some sort of spiritual therapy. Could even be at a church. It could be a retreat, but it's something around healing that you can meet your person. You might cross paths with your person in some sort of energy like this, or let's say you work at a hospital, and it could be like you might work in a hospice or um, places. I'm kind of getting an energy of grieving. And if it's not grieving, then it's just like a healing type of space where people are seeking healing to level up, to grow, or to initiate themselves. So it could be like some sort of spiritual circle potentially. Let's see. Yeah, this is something spiritual. Like you guys could definitely meet at some sort of spiritual gathering. And if it's not like in person, it could be like online. Let's say like you take a course where you all had to meet on a Zoom meeting or something like that, and there everyone's face to face, or you just hear each other's voices or something. There's potentially a meetup like that for some of you. Um, I don't know why, but not everyone. But for some of you, if this makes sense, or maybe it might make sense later, it could be in a place where family members are grieving or they have to say goodbye to a loved one. It's like some sort of transitional energy. One of you may be in a transitional period in your life where it's kind of like a spiritual retreat or journey that you're on or they're on, and you guys meet each other in some sort of circumstances like this, and not an environment or a purpose like that. Hmm. One of you might be too shy to with the devil card, it could be like you're both feeling each other, you're very attracted to each other, but for whatever reasons, maybe you guys are stuck in your own mind in your own way when it comes to the interaction. But it could be that one of you guys gets the courage to be like, you know what? Let me just put myself out there and say hello or say hi. Someone might flirt a little bit, but I get like both of you guys are equally nervous. Maybe when you guys meet, or because I do feel like there will be a mutual attraction, if not right away, um, not long. Like someone might decide, like, because I kind of get a feeling like maybe you guys might both fight the attraction that you have, and you might feel like it's inappropriate due to the circumstances or due to the environment or the situation that you guys are in, that you shouldn't be like trying to talk to somebody. Like, this is where we need to place our focus. We shouldn't be looking at, like, trying to get with somebody or flirt or talk. But I get both of you might be a little bit in your head about the attraction that you feel towards each other, but someone is going to have the courage to express. And it could be someone. Mm, Honestly, I feel like it could be whoever kind of has like more of the feminine energy, or if it's a heterosexual relationship, it might be the woman that approaches the guy. Um, or it could even be like a third energy that kind of senses there's an attraction and kind of calls it out. And if that's the case, it could be someone that's being a little mischievous or thinking that they're doing something that might sabotage, but in actuality, they don't know that they're actually bringing two people that are destined to be together. That's kind of the vibe I get from that. All right, so let's see. Um, okay. Wow, two queen energies, so definitely could be same sex coupling between two ladies. Okay, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Um, But if not, I kind of get that you both see each other as very beautiful. When you first meet, one of you guys might find the other person to be like very down to earth, beautiful, kind of like very minimalistic type of aesthetic, like naturally pretty, don't or handsome, doesn't need a lot. Maybe that day, if someone wears jewelry, maybe it's very minimal to no jewelry. If it's makeup, no makeup or hardly none. Um, Hair could be slicked back or just very simplistic, not a lot going on. Or just like if the hair is naturally curly, it's just out doing its thing. It's not like perfectly prepped or anything like that. If it's facial hair, it might not be clean cut, might be a little scruggled, but it's like a natural, like you just look good. Okay, that's the first thing that I feel like you're gonna notice about your person is like they just look good, and they might notice first thing about you is how maybe nurturing or very sweet you are, or just like someone that is attentive to other people's needs, maybe a little soft spoken. They might feel like you're someone that is maybe a little introverted or just like laid back and real chill, like you don't mind kind of like, sitting back and listening to others. And if someone asks you a question, you might have, like a getting something, how do like very polite energy about you. This person might view you in first impression as someone that is very polite. And I'm hearing cute. So you might have like a baby face, or um you look younger for your age, like whether you're a man or woman, it's like they're going to look at you as like you have a baby face. You have a very nice pleasant voice. It's very soft even if you are a man, or it's nice to hear. It's like ASMR type of a voice. They might notice something about your legs, like if this is a physical, like you guys meet in the physical and not online or something like that. First thing they may notice about you is your legs. Okay, something about your shoulders. And I get both, something about like the top part of your body. You may notice something about their shoulders. Maybe you like their physique, and they're gonna notice that about you. Something about the side profile. You might like your person's side profile. Something about their cheeks or their jawbone or cheekbones. You might notice as well. one of the first things I should say that they might notice about you as well is that you carry yourself with class. Some people might look at you as kind of like snooty or you think you're better, but this person views you as someone that's just has a silent confidence. You don't need to be seen or be loud. It's just like your presence speaks for itself, but there's kind of like a calmness to you. It's like a real laid back, real chill vibe to you. So some people might misinterpret like if you're an attractive person or whatever that if you're quiet it's because you think that you're better, but this person sees like no, they're not like that. This person has a very cool, calm demeanor. They're just a cool person. And then when they hear you speak, it's like, oh, they're really sweet. They're really polite, you know? So that's what I'm getting as far as that goes. So let's see. Now, who is popping fireworks this time of night and for what reason? Let's see. Ace of Wands, interesting. Seven of Swords, okay. Um, you guys might share like a mutual passion for something, and that could obviously be what brings you two together, like this kind of healing energy or like retreat or some sort of initiation or just like I'm doing this so I can improve or better myself. Could even be like school, could be like nursing school, something with therapy, um something with helping other people too as well. So you guys might share a passion and a passion to create change in your life. You want to constantly evolve, and I feel like that's what kind of deepens your bonds or draws you guys closer together emotionally is a shared passion. Something that you have a I'm sorry about the dogs barking. Kind of like a natural kind of like a natural spark for something similar or just like we both in our lives we seek to constantly grow and evolve or learn something, so there's a shared passion. And with the seven of swords being here, um it could be like as you guys discover maybe certain things that have held you back individually or like self deceptions or I don't know, it's kind of like you uncover some sort of truths about yourselves, and that is something that also will bring you guys together. Okay. um you guys may also share a similar value in being honest and moving with integrity, or also like you guys may also share a similar type of sentiment about keeping your business out the way, or your union is best, you know, best kept sacred and not sharing your business, or I don't like liars, or I don't like pretentious people. It's like you guys kind of share a similar value in regards to like truth and honesty, a shared passion, or just like a passion for change and evolution and growth. Um, yeah, it's kind of what I'm getting from that. You guys may too also may have like a similar experience where you might have thought that people had your best interest, or you thought that you met the right people or the right person romantically in the past. um there might be like kind of something similar, or you guys tend to fall for people that are users, because if you think about the king, or sorry, the queen and the queen of pentacles and the queen of cups, those are very receptive energies, typically people that are very giving with others, very nurturing, very patient, may overexert their energy. So you guys might be, you know, natural givers, and you may attract people or have attract people in the past that were deceptive with the seven of swords, took from you, lied, deceived, were inauthentic with you. Hey Ro, how are you, sis? Yeah, okay, so let's see. I do feel too with the Ace of Cups that this union is going to be very blessed. It's something that definitely will lead to marriage for both of you. Definitely be a very peaceful, calming relationship for the most part. But it's like the way to it, you're gonna have to be receptive to that. Okay, you're gonna have to be receptive. Both of you or one of you is gonna have to be receptive to this love because maybe there is a little bit of a hard time with trusting, and we get that with the Seven of Swords that the experiences in love have been um less than perfect, which nothing really is, but kind of this feeling of like I do for others, but they don't do the same for me. Okay. The reluctance that you guys might feel when you first meet each other could be that fear of meeting a false person once again, because the devil is like the lower vibrational aspect of the lover's card. So it's kind of like, and what I'm seeing, is it really the real deal, or is it worth the pursuit, or even feeling a connection or feeling an attraction? Should I just ignore this? Is this me and my lower self again? Is this me reverting back to bad habits or patterns? But you'll find that it's not, and maybe that's why this third person, or this, it's like an energy outside of yourselves that kind of break the ice and be like, no, they're not so bad, or no, like I should be open to this. Yeah, I should talk to this person. It's that type of energy. Okay, let's see. Yeah, but I feel like it's safe for you to trust your person. It's safe for you to trust them because, like I said, it's a blessed union. And that if I don't receive, if I, because I feel like with the Ace of Cups, it is a blessing that's a gift from the divine of an over ever flowing love. And with that dove, it represents peace and harmony, but can also represent like the Holy Spirit. So, like the divine source presence in this union. And if it's like, if I don't open myself up to receive good things, I could miss out on a potential blessing with the Nine of Cups. And I feel like that's what you guys will learn um, through this challenge of the Ace of Cups, is like what I could be missing, something that's really actually going to bless me and make me really happy. It's not selfish to be open to the things that are good for you. Like, why would that be a bad thing? And it could just be the fear of having what you want with the potential of it going a certain way, or not the way that you planned or wanted it to, or it not working out in the end. Is a fear that a lot of people have, right? It's human, it's normal. But let's see what else. Pile when there's a divine life partner, their future spouse. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. You got two nines. So some of you guys could be meeting this person, or coming together, or meeting, or marrying. Sorry, coming together, or meeting, or marrying, or getting engaged next year as I'm recording this, which is 2025, is going to be next year. So that is the year of the nine. That 2025 breaks down to the single digit of nine in numerology. So that could be significant. And I don't like bullshitting nobody about timing. And I know this is collective. So, of course, obviously, it's not going to be everybody's situation verbatim. But for some of you, at least, I do feel like that is a strong possibility. Okay. Hmm. I feel like, hmm. Is that Loki? Oh, no, that's, I'm about to say, like, my cat Loki. Okay. I feel for some of you, it's like a moment that one of you is going to, it's like some sort of like uh moment where someone knows that they don't want to be single anymore. It's like, I've enjoyed my single season, and it most likely will be whoever is more of the feminine energy, saying, I enjoyed this, I had a good time in my single season, but I'm ready for what's to come. It's like a light bulb goes off, and the fear of the unknown is like, it's almost like a challenge for growth. Like, you know what? I accept the challenge of what this potential unknown future holds. Like allowing someone here, and I feel like it's a feminine, allowing themselves to get back out there in love or open up to the idea of no longer being single, or maybe it's a choice to be single for majority of you. If you are the feminine, I feel like it's a choice. Although like it's a natural desire to want to be in union, but it's a choice. Like I'm not gonna settle, right? Or I feel like I need to focus on this first. I would rather kind of work on this or live my life in this manner or not settle for just any old body or whatever the case may be. I feel like it's a choice. But I also feel like for some of you, you kind of grown comfortable because you've been single for so long and in seasons that maybe you didn't want to be single too, but you've come to accept it and see the positive in your single season and what you can do in that time. And it's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready now. And it could be a conversation that you both have around this, that this is where the point where you guys solidify your connection. So I feel like your fears of the unknown kind of become more of like this exciting adventure or challenge of growth, because these flowers stand out to me. It's like I can fear the unknown or I can embrace it as a possible growth spurt, because remember, you guys have a shared value of transformation and growth and evolution in situations. You find spark and you find passion in that. You find something exhilarating about that. So let's see what else. It's almost like you guys, like things that you didn't even see or know about yourself. It's like being in this connection of this union is going to highlight some things for you guys in a way that it excites you, because it's like, wow, this is my opportunity to really grow as an individual far more than I thought I could. So it's like, yeah, you guys mirror each other in that way, or like inspire each other to grow even in challenges. So like this connection is going to be one that I feel like might be quite strong. You have a lot of water energy too. So it's like very loving, very emotionally fulfilling. Um, and it's funny too because the card that you chose actually was feelings and sensations. And it's number four. So number four can represent the fourth house, which Cancer, the water sign of Cancer, rules the fourth house. So there could be something with Cancer, especially with the moon. I know the moon is Pisces in tarot, but the moon is Cancer's ruling planet as well. So there could be something with Cancer energy that's significant. It doesn't have to be anything in your chart. It could actually be a timeline or something going on under Cancer energy. Someone could be a Cancer moon, or it could be a Cancer new moon or full moon going on around this time. Um, or when you guys have some very significant changes in your union. Let's see. Okay. Six of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Your desires, like you both share. So it's like you guys might share a vision or purpose that's going to really be important to your connection, because that giver spirit that you both share with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, you're both giving people. And that's a part of your purpose and shared vision together, is that giving spirit. So this vision or purpose is going to guide you through your relationship, being able to give, but from a balanced manner, not overextending or overgiving, or giving in a place of let me do this to see what I get out of it. Um, you guys might feel more confident to navigate what you bring, or understand the value of what you bring to not only your relationship and your union, but to something purposeful in your life, whether it's a job, whether it's people in your life, an environment, people that you'll come across. Like, what is a blessing and significance of what I could bring? It's a little bit of more of a confidence in what you have to offer and give, and or the fact that you guys are givers, because sometimes when kind people overextend and overgive, they fall into this niceness where people that are too nice, they get used, right? They get played. um so it's kind of like finding that balance of what I have to give, and understanding its purpose, understanding its power, understanding its value more, and being confident in that, and also being wiser and discerning with what I give, how much I give, when I give it, whom I give it to. Um, so there's something around that as well. And it could be that you guys may want to, I don't know, some of you guys might want to live in like more of a nature like homestead type of living. I'm getting like maybe having your own farm or a big land. Like I'm not seeing a lot of city life or people that want to live in cookie cutter homes. It's kind of like a unique living lifestyle, or where you'll tend to maybe animals, or you have a garden, or maybe even live near rivers or lakes, or live by the ocean. It's something very relaxed, off out of the way somewhere, kind of like whether it's out of the country or your country, wherever you are, or um, yeah, I kind of feel that type of vibe of living for you guys. So I feel like you guys will inspire each other not to doubt yourself too. Like to if, sometimes if you get in your head or they get in their head or they question themselves, it's like you or them or both of you will be that soundboard for each other to trust yourself, to believe in yourself, to honor your inner voice, to honor your passions, to honor your truth, even when it's kind of scary. Because I feel like you guys are working through um, believing and trusting in your own self again, or trusting your own intuition, or um, yeah, because it seems like when you guys meet, that energy of kind of being your head is exposed. So from the jump, from the beginning, it's like you guys already have that lesson in front of you. And I do feel like the growth from your relationship will come through navigating and kind of like maybe bumping your heads around to see that no, it's safe to trust, it's safe to open up, it's safe to follow my heart. And then it kind of applies towards your future together, or maybe future things that you will manifest through your relationship or individually do on your own, where you will inspire and empower each other through this. Okay. So that's beautiful. Let's get into the astrology aspect of this. I'm excited. Let's do this. I'm going to put this tarot deck to the side. I'm actually going to use um, this Nefertari tarot deck. See what the people of the stars, the cosmos, for this portion. So let's tap in. All right. So I'm going to ask first, like the viewer, what is your energy that you bring to love? Like what type of element of energy? Like is it fire? Is it earth? Is it air? Is it water type of energy? And this does not have to reflect your sun, moon, or rising or anything necessarily in your chart. This is just your essence, your energy. Okay, so let's see. What do you bring in love? Pile one. The energy. Wow, the King of Swords. So air energy. You're very honest and direct. Okay, you have a could be could be for some of you, maybe, because I do feel a little bit of Libra energy coming through too. So you could be a Libra, maybe Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe your Venus. Any placement surrounding love, I do feel Libra energy. So there could be something around that. Not necessarily have to be, but that's what I'm getting. Um, but the energy that you bring is like pretty clear on what it is that you want and who you are. It's not a confusion around that. I feel you're not confused about who you are, what you want. So you might be someone that's very big on communicating. You're very intellectual. You can be curious as well. Um, you like to be mentally stimulated as well. You might even like a little wiggle room to be free or free to express yourself. You are someone that may be a bit of an organized individual. You could be methodical. You could be rational minded when it comes to love. You don't get carried away, or you've learned to operate and move like this. So you also, I feel like, are drawn to people that are intellectual, very good with communication, very straightforward, honest, know what they want, know who they are, say what you mean and mean what you say type of people. Maybe even someone that's good with socializing, connecting with people, connecting with different types of people. Um, but sometimes you might be a bit of an overthinker, or you could come across as like emotionally unattached, especially if you are the feminine, where you've grown comfortable in your singleness to the point where it's almost like, well, I don't think this person even wants to be in a relationship. I don't know. Do they? Do they want to be in a relationship? So that's kind of the element of what you bring. Now let's see what your person, what does your future spouse embody in love? What is their energy? Pile one's person. They have air too. Seven of Swords. You have the Seven of Swords technically twice because the Seven of Swords came out in this deck as well. So remember how I was saying like you guys kind of share that value of not liking nonsense or people that are inauthentic, people that are users, liars. You like people to be clear and transparent and real and honest. So you guys kind of share um kind of a similar energy in what you embody and love. So your person could be just what you need in a sense of they're very honest. They don't like to lie. It doesn't make them feel good to lie, to be deceptive. They don't like liars either. Maybe in the past, your person was not really authentic to who they were, but I feel like that's something that they learned. If they want to evolve and they want to grow, they know that they have to be authentically and wholeheartedly who they are. Okay. So let's see shared energy. So, wow, another seven. You have the Seven of Cups. Your energies together could feel very dreamy, you know, that Seven of Cups energy where it's like very fantasy, like you get lost in each other. You guys feel everything very deeply. It's like you feel intuitively connected to each other. You're very sensitive to each other's needs. And like when you guys talk about dreams or fantasies that you guys have, you get to the real deep, dark, maybe even talk about your fears, your insecurities, things that you're afraid to miss out on or lose in life. It's like you guys get really sensitive, but together, your energy, you guys are very nurturing and romantic people as well. Like you guys may thrive on emotional connectedness and building. Again, your card that you chose for this pile was feelings and sensations. Okay. So there's that connection. And then the fact that Seven of Cups is Scorpio energy, it kind of in height, like um it kind of intensifies the attraction because Scorpio deals with sexual energy as well. So I'm kind of getting that energy. And also just like I'm not afraid to go deep into my emotions. Like if someone is okay with hearing me out and listening and talk about things that we fear, we can go into depth about that. Let's do it. And I feel like you guys have that same kind of energy. Now, sometimes it could be that you guys get very overly emotional when you guys connect. Sometimes it could also be too that you guys might be a little use each other as an escapism too, maybe like not really heels touched on the ground completely. It's like a little bit still up in the sky. You guys might be a little possessive over each other as well. Okay, there's a possibility. um but other than that, I don't feel like it's too off. So the fact that you both came out as air, together, it's like you guys might share similar, thought processes on things. So you guys are mentally stimulated. You guys might also be kind of a free spirited, free thinking pair of people together. Okay. You guys really thrive on communicating with each other. That's going to work well with each other, sharing ideas, your intellectual pursuits. You might share similar intellectual pursuits. You guys are very good at communicating. You guys might share like a similar curiosity for certain topics and things like that. You're open minded in those sort of things. Like you're open to learning, especially in your love relationship, exploring and learning from each other. Um, Sometimes though it could be like if your energies are closed off to one another or just in kind of like a funk and not really in that Seven of Cups energy, that watery energy that you guys are used to, it could come off as like a little closed off. Um Maybe sometimes you guys might lack the ability to follow through with things, and that Libra energy I was picking up on, Libras in their shadows are kind of indecisive. Um I would just say, like, find that emotional balance in your connection, and also bring in the practicality in it. Make sure that you guys are talking about what your emotional and practical needs are. Make sure you address those. And I feel like y'all be good. Now, let's see what else here. Let's keep going with the element energy. Let's see. Oh, shit. You guys have a lot of sevens. Look at that. So you have the Seven of Swords twice, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So 7 7 or 77 77 is pretty powerful. If you want to add that up and see what it comes out to, that might give you a little bit more depth as to maybe the energy around your connection, numerology wise, if you're into that. But the Seven of Wands is like, you guys fight for your connection. You guys are going to be very passionate about each other. You're passionate, you're going to take action, your person is going to be enthusiastic, you're going to be enthusiastic, you guys are going to help each other through being confident and push each other. I feel like this connection is going to be like very exciting. Again, very intensified energy, maybe adventurous, playful, exciting. Like, I'm open to the unknown, I'm open to expanding with that moon card. I challenge the unknown. I'm up for it. I'm open to see what it does to help us grow. Like, that's the approach to this energy. If anybody tries to come at your connection or anything comes up against it, it's like, we're going to persevere. We're going to surpass this. The only thing that might be a downside to this would just be maybe just being impulsive. Overly passionate sometimes can burn out when real shit happens, but I don't see you guys falling out in your connection. I feel like for the most part, you guys are going to actually fight this connection, like fight through it together. Okay. So that's a beautiful thing. Anywho, let's see. You guys are gonna have some haters, I feel, too, just as a side note with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands might be a little bit of hateration. You have the Eight of Wands here. So a lot of fire too. A lot of fire energy. So you might have conflict with fire signs connected to your union. Some people might say that you guys are being too impulsive, or are you sure you really are into each other like that, or is this all sexual? Is this all just something that isn't built to last? Are you sure you're not moving too fast? It could be that type of energy. Um, but I do feel like spirit is cautioning you guys to not rush anything, like naturally flow in your union. That's fine, but not to overstimulate or force too much, in your union, in your connection. Don't do too much, basically. Okay. Yeah. So, other than that, let's go ahead and move on here. I'm going to tap back into the rest of the cards and the tarot. So that was just our little astrology point in the reading. So I might clarify with my astrology deck, to see what else wants to come out. But before I get into the destination, the point of what your future holds for your relationship and things like that, the beautiful aspect and the advice, I am going to clarify with my astrology. Let me do that before I forget, because I will, child. I will forget. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use this astrology deck just to get some more insight for pile number 1. If you guys are resonating or enjoying this reading so far, please show some love by liking this video. I greatly appreciate that. And if you guys would like to book your own love map reading, very similar to this, but it's more personalized, you guys can click the link in the description or in the chat if you guys are live watching this. I would greatly appreciate that if you're interested. Okay. These cards flip face upwards, so let's take them. So first card out is the solstice card. It says focus, transition, and amplification. So there's a point right now where both of you guys are on the path to each other. Wow, I didn't even see the full moon hiding behind the Taurus card. Some of you guys might have a Jupiter in Taurus. Some of you guys may also have a moon in Taurus. Some of you guys may have a Juno Taurus placement as well. You do have Taurus as the only zodiac sign here, and it says for tactile, grounded, and stable. So this connection, I feel like it has its balance between that excitement and that like that exhilarated type of energy, but it also has a very grounded. This is a stable union, and I feel like you guys will go into business with each other as Taurus rules the second house. You guys are gonna have. You guys are actually going to have a blessed business together. Like if you have not been able to get your business together, if that's something you've been working on, I can't even talk. If that's something that you've been working towards or working on, trying to get your business off the ground alone, working with your partner might actually be what's destined, to bring you guys that um, business into growth and fruition. So Jupiter says optimism, growth, and opportunity. So yeah, this connection is going to bless you guys, and I feel like you guys are only going to grow and expand through this union, which is beautiful. And it might be as well that adventurous energy with the Knight of Wands, like someone being optimistic and seeking growth and seeking opportunities to level up is what's going to bring you together for sure. What's going to bring you two together? Full moon. Full moon says accumulation, release, and illumination. So you guys are at a point where things will become more clearer in your lives before you meet your person, or things will start to make sense. And maybe even as you get in your union, you'll start to understand why certain things were required, why you had to go through certain changes, or just understand the fact that you were going through a transition into a new phase, a new journey, and it wasn't a result of something that you did wrong or negative or, um, yeah, no. You also have Juno here. Juno is the marriage placement in natal charts. So you have marriage, commitment, and bonds. This is someone that you are going to have a blessed marriage. I don't know how else to say it. And at the bottom of the deck, you have marriage card, the Hierophant. And not only that, you guys will learn and grow together. You will teach each other. Maybe even because the Hierophant is Taurus as well. So one of you guys could be a Taurus, but like I said, it could be a Taurus Jupiter sign, Taurus moon, maybe even a Juno Taurus. But this is someone that you're going to um, learn a lot from, and them learn a lot from you, and maybe other people, or this is a part of your business, some sort of therapy or teaching, or yeah. And Three of Wands is at the top of the deck. So there could be a little bit different in location. You guys might meet from afar. I did kind of pick something up that's a possibility. Thank y'all for the likes. That's beautiful. Thank y'all so much. All right. So let's get into the rest of the reading. And I'm going to tap into, I don't think I'm going to use this other astrology deck. I don't want to oversaturate the reading with that. So, all right, let's clean this up. What's your end result of this, the destination? What does the future hold for your partnership as a whole? If I didn't already say it, because I feel strongly that this connection between you and your person, not even capping, I feel like for majority of you, you guys have a big purpose together, and you also have a blessing in going into business with each other or investing in something together, financially with your second house, your home. You guys might have a very nice home or very comfy, cozy, because Tauruses, we like our shit comfortable. It's not luxurious. We make it look luxurious, and it's comfortable. It's nice. It's cozy. You know. So I see that as well. Let's see. How will this future connection unfold? What's the future hold for this? Seven of Cups. More sevens. You got Seven of Cups twice. So this is probably gonna be like your dream relationship. You might feel like sometimes you're dreaming. You might feel like sometimes like, is this really happening? And it's okay. Like sometimes it's hard to really fully bask in something that's good, because it almost feels like this is too good to be true. This cannot be real. And I feel like sometimes it is gonna feel literally like a dream. It might feel like a dream. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of things, a lot of blessings, but I also feel like a lot of tests and distractions, because if this is a divine blessed union, there's always going to be someone or something that's going to test or try that. Um, and it might be scary. Sometimes it might be the temptation to fall back into old habits, or go back in your head and play small, or think that, oh, this is too good to be true. This is never going to happen for me. Yeah, like I don't know if I deserve this. Like, is this really for me? Am I tripping? No, you're not. This is something new. And spirit's teaching you the value of this connection, like the value of yourself. And it's okay that you learn together through this. See, the thing is, like, sometimes we think we got to be perfect for a person to come in our life. Some things, yes, spirit wants us to work on, or we could do better, or, prepare before a person comes in, but we're not going to be perfect because there's some things that are best learned in relationships with each other. So with the right person, they'll have compassion and grace and understanding for you as you would them, right? So it could be the lesson again, as I was picking up how you guys are givers. And sometimes when you overextend and you overgive and you give to the wrong people, it makes you never want to be a giver again. You don't ever want to be kind or be nice. You don't want to be looked at as a nice girl, the nice guy, because you'll get used, right? But it's teaching you the value of what you have to offer and to discern whom and where and how much you give of yourself. Who is deserving of that? What is deserving of that? What circumstances are deserving of my energy? And you're learning through this connection. So sometimes when you go there and you're like, oh, this is too good to be true. I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know if this person is really going to love me or treat me right. You guys might go through that within yourselves. But again, the future of your connection is beautiful. It's so much potential and growth when you guys invest together and invest wisely together. And with all those sevens, it's like lucky seven, and sevens can represent perfection and completion in a divine sense, not human sense of perfection, but divine perfection, things being in its wholeness. And also it could represent like higher consciousness. So you guys are going to really expand for real on a lot of levels, not just emotionally or mentally, but even spiritually in your life. Okay. So I want to ask, how will your love story leave a mark on your lives and on others? Let's see. How will pile number one's love story leave a mark on their lives and others' lives? Spirit. Wow. Okay. Judgment and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to teach people to wait for the right thing, whether it's love or whether it's like, don't settle for less in life, or what's it's like a purposeful lesson. um People are going to see how much you've grown and changed, you and your person. It's going to show you both like the power in really investing and believing in yourself and allowing others to invest and believe in you, to pour into you as you pour into yourself. It's going to show people to wait for and not be anxious for anything or give up before it's time, because the Seven of Pentacles can be, that card of waiting for your seeds to come to fruition. You're being patient. I'm getting chills in my legs. So whoever is wavering on something, it doesn't have to just be love, but like feeling as though something is never going to happen for you, or you might as well just give up, throw in the towel, or you might as well just settle, or this is just my life and nothing's ever going to happen or nothing's ever going to change. No, when you hold that faith and whatever it is that you put forth out into the universe, whatever you pray for, whatever seed you planted, that every flower or plant has a season of harvest. It may not happen exactly to the point, to the T that you think it should, but nonetheless, it's going to. And the wheel of fortune is at the bottom of the deck. And I feel that this is a destined thing. It is not on man-made time structures. It's ordained, it's destined. So other people are going to witness this. And I feel like it will inspire people to have that faith and hold out. It's going to be a big awakening for you and your partner and whoever is meant to be influenced or inspired by your connection, by your love story, just witnessing it or hearing about it. People maybe that know you and your person personally and what you guys been through before you even got together, seeing this turnaround and what it pays to be patient and believe in yourself, even if it's hard sometimes, even if it's hard, because this journey is not about man-made perfection. It's divine perfection, and divine perfection is not beating yourself up. It's how many times did you get up and try, even though you fail. It's not about falling. It's, are you gonna get up though? Are you gonna how much faith do you have? That is all required of you. It's not, oh, you got it right the first time, or you know, it happened as soon as you put the energy out there. It's like, no, how much do you believe? How much are you willing to grow and expand, even if it hurts, right? Okay, let's get an advice card, and then I will ask potential timing and a channel message from your future spouse, and that will conclude pile number one's reading. So let's get an advice card. All right. Yeah, if you guys see a lot of birds, and in particular, I'm getting like doves, and it may not be in your physical like face. It could be on TV, could be symbols, could be bumper stickers, it could be anything. Um, Roosters. So I'm getting a lot of birds. So roosters, doves, and or hummingbirds could be a sign that this message is for you. If you've been seeing that often, even more confirmation for you. I will also suggest that you guys do some sort of spiritual protection over your union, because I did pick up in the middle of the reading that you guys are very sensitive about sharing your information or sharing your business. So you guys might kind of keep your relationship a secret in the beginning, or from certain people that you feel led to. And I do encourage that you protect this energy, because this union is blessed. And a lot of people are going to kind of hate on it. I'm not going to lie. I feel like some people going to hate on it. Okay. You got community with runner guides. So you have a community not only supporting you in the physical, but also in the spirit realm. And so does your person. There's also something with the number 11. You have 56 here. That is 11. But you guys are going to do certain things in the community, or you're going to have a community of people that you guys are going to work with, or you're going to meet through for sure, because I got that in the beginning of the reading as well. So they're encouraging you to not, like, don't fall behind the crowd. Spirit wants you to run up in the front of the crowd. Like, in other words, I feel like this is metaphoric. If you've been trying to play small or hide yourself, Spirit is kind of encouraging you to step out more, because this is what's going to lead you to your person. If you're afraid to join, get a membership here, or join, I don't know, join the gym, join a class, or some sort of something that you feel called to, you could delay your union, because I feel like you and your person are going to share a similar community or something of some sort. May not be physical, it could be online. But it's something where spirit's like, if you're hiding yourself, or you're like, oh, I don't want to do that because I'm not going to fit in, but you're possibly missing out on your I'm not going to say probably, you guys are delaying your union when you do that. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. You got purpose at the bottom of the deck. Before I shuffle these cards in, I'm just going to take these. Okay. Um, you have top of the deck 52 with retrieval, another 7, 52, 5 and 2 is 7. So there's something with sevens for your union. You have retrieval from runner guides. Again, another runner guide card. Your life, it's like the things that you feel like you missed out on, you have yet. You have not. You have not missed out on anything. It's like this is the point, and this is the time in your life to seize the moment. You don't have forever. Do it now. Whatever it is that you've been playing small, and I feel like something with the number 9 too as well, or the year of 2025 is significant. You have 27 with purpose, teacher guides. Your purpose is to teach in some way, and it may not be like in a traditional sense of what you might view as a teacher, but in some way you are an example. You're teaching in some sense. That is a part of your purpose. And some of you guys are 27, or again, that 9, 2 and 7 is 9. You have a purpose to guide. Number 9 with the hermit. You and your person have a similar energy. Some of you guys need to sage out certain people you have in your life. And I'm not getting like literally sage, but like you might have some people around you that you need to clean out your life. Okay. Because not everybody's going to be happy for this union. I'm like I said, and sometimes you can't control that. You can't control um people's jealousy and all of that. You can't control that. But what you can control is who you have around you. And if you know that there's some people that are not for you, if they want to leave, let them motherfuckers leave. Okay. um So let's get into um, timing and in a way of how events might unfold in the situation. And I will get a channel message from your future spouse or partner. I don't feel like you guys met this person yet, pile number one. I don't feel like this is somebody you know. If that's something that's on your mind, I don't get that from this reading. I don't feel like you guys have met yet or crossed paths. Okay, so let's see. Timing as to when events might unfold. Let's see, what's timing here? What's the timing? Timing. King of Swords again. Okay, so there could be something with Libra season because the Empress, yep, and Three of Swords is Libra as well. Libra, Virgo to Libra season might be significant. Okay, so it could be during an Earth season. King of Swords energy, if we want to go into timing, to me, that would be like a very stable energy. Like kings are stable, they've mastered their suit. So I feel like when you guys meet, it's at the right divine time that you guys were supposed to meet, not a moment later. So yeah, this is a long-term energy. Whatever this is, this you and this person, once y'all meet, that's it. I don't see y'all breaking up. I don't see y'all separating. Um, in between time before you guys fully come together in union or whatever the case. Like when you got from the time that you meet this person, I feel like you guys are going to be solidified in your union. This person's not going nowhere. And the King of Swords can represent, again, someone that is certain and sure. You came out, if I'm not mistaken, you came out as the King of Swords viewer. Your person came out as another Swords card as well. So this is a very decisive energy, I feel like, for the most part. Okay. All right. So the timing of that could be anywhere around an air sign season. I'm not getting a specific like months, days, weeks, and years. I'm getting season, and Libra season is coming to me. If not Virgo, between Virgo and Libra season, or the tail end of Virgo into Libra season. So that could be any time. It could be a year from now, within next year, whatever. All right. Definitely a time of transition and change in your lives, in your person's life. Is most likely also the vibrational energy with what's going to go around when you guys meet. Okay, so pile, and it could be in the area, like I said, of communication, community, relationships, therapy, justice, something with community for sure. All right, what is the future spouse or life partner? A pile number one's message to them. What is their message? What's their message? Okay. There's somebody that you believe is your life partner and they're not. And I feel like this is a message, not necessarily a message from your person, but I feel like this might be a message from your spiritual team about a situation that there's somebody that you believe is your person. This person does not want to be in a relationship with you, and they may have someone else that they also don't want to be in a relationship either. And it's kind of like they might be playing both sides or playing games. Um, because it's like, can you keep a secret? It's like they have somebody else and they're not loyal to that person either. So whoever is in a situation with third energies or somebody that's been playing with them, got someone else, that's not your person. Or just dating all these different people and keeping you on the side, and like they're not unsure about you and all that. No, they don't want to be together in a way that you deserve to be with someone. That's not your person. Okay, life partner energy. Let's put this shit back because okay. Life partner energy for pile number one. What is their life partner's message? Oh, dang, girl. I don't know who needs to hear this. That came out again. That's crazy. Mm-mm. Okay. There's somebody that you're stuck on. You're not going to be able to attract your life partner until you let this person go. This person that you might think is your person, they keep coming up. You might have taught this person a lot. They realize that they chose the wrong person maybe in the past, like they chose other people over you. You guys might spy on each other. This could be someone you're not talking to. They know that you guys have a connection, but this is not your life partner. I don't know who this is for. Keeps coming out. Same message. Let me use another deck because this is hella messy and I don't have time for it. Yeah. Your life partner, this energy, this confusion and all that. No. Okay. Life partner of pile number one. You ain't gonna funk up my reading, okay? Thank you. Hold me. Things are not right in my world, and I'm longing for you, for your embrace every day. Please send me your love so that I know everything will be okay. So, somewhere in the world, your person, they want their one too. Divine guidance. I'm amazed at how the universe brought us together. Everything keeps falling into place for us. There are divine forces at work guiding us to union. Divine is working behind the scenes for us. If you look back on our journey, you will see it too. So maybe for some of you, and I know this might be a contradiction, but for some of you, this could be your person. But notice that this person is saying that they believe that the divine is working to bring you two together. Whereas this other energy is like, I don't want to be together. Can you keep a secret? And no, that's not your person. Okay. But for those of you that don't know your person, they do think about you when you guys are in separation. It's like, where's my person? When am I going to meet my person? Am I going to be able to spend the rest of my life, my old age, with my person? So they might be the type of person that you guys can sense each other's emotions and feelings before you come together. With it being the holiday season, I also sense too sometimes like in readings people missing or desiring love even more on the holidays. Like I wish, I had a spouse, or I wish I had a family, kids and stuff at this time of year. That could be a sentiment for your person and or maybe even you. Okay? But yeah, I don't know who that first message was for, but whoever that is, like don't let them play with you. That is not your person. Okay. All right. So that was pile number one's reading. All right. That was crazy. Yeah. That was like interesting. Pile number one. I enjoyed that. So if you guys enjoyed it too, pile one, go ahead and like this video. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys would like to book your own version of this reading personalized for you, the link is in the description. If you're watching live on the chat, it's in that black bubble if you scroll up. Okay. So thank you guys so much. My pleasure as always. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. These candles got your girl sweating. It's hot in her. So I'm not going to take off all my clothes, I promise. Okay. All right. Pile number two. Your timestamp is, hold on. Is it 68? Yeah. 108:05. Okay. All right, pile number two. This is your reading. If you chose 35 with synchronicity, okay. So, yeah, there could be a lot of synchronicities popping off for you, and we'll get into some and see what wants to come through. But could be a lot of synchronicities before you meet your person, like very strong ones. So, like, or maybe in multitudes, could be something with the number eight or the infinity symbol, or you're seeing sequences of eights. Um, 35 is the number of this card, and 3 and 5 equal to one single digit of 8. So something with 8 definitely is significant. And even the amount of viewers, 8. So there you go. Something with 8s. So pay attention to the synchronicities because that could be a sign or something going on around the time of that. Your name might equal an 8, or this person's name might equal an 8, or excuse me, your life path might be an 8, or your person's life path might be an 8. So, yeah, that's a possibility. But let's get into the reading. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your energy before meeting your future spouse or future life partner. Pile number two. Where are they on their personal path before meeting their future spouse or life partner, spirit? Pile number two, the collective pile number two. The moon. You guys might be at a place where you're not sure where you're supposed to be in life, or you have some confusion. You might feel kind of lost right now in your journey or your path before meeting your person. I feel like this is a period where spirit wants you to trust your intuition. Like not seek outside of yourself for answers so much, but like start seeking with inside of yourself, or tapping into the depth of like, allow your internal realm guide you, because if you're externalizing your experience, you're not getting the answers. It's like do the opposite. Yeah, you are being guided for sure. And again, going back to the whole synchronicity thing, the star card is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. So there's that 8 again. Um, Things are coming together, and maybe you can't see that yet. It might not be as apparent as you would like it to be. Okay. Some of you guys may live in the desert. If you do live in a desert, you might feel inclined to move somewhere else. You're just waiting for something maybe to fall into alignment, or you're waiting for some sort of circumstances, waiting for a sign. But it's like spirit is showing you what you need. They're giving you the signs, but it's like to trust or to know what's going on is to tap into yourself and really use your intuition, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Yeah, your ability to trust yourself and trust the divine, even in the moments or time, um, when you feel like you don't know which direction to take. It's like, even though I'm scared, even though I feel like I don't know or I don't see, I'm going to trust my path. I'm going to be optimistic. There could be kind of this energy like of, you might inspire your person also too. Like there's something with you taking a risk or something, and telling that story or sharing this with your person might inspire them in some way in their life. Like you might have a very, very like inspiring story to share, in a sense of, let's say, I went from living in my car to landing my dream job just because I was led to, instead of staying in my living in my car in my current city and state, or my previous city or state, I decided to just keep driving and keep going where I was guided to. Like it's something real interesting, and it doesn't have to be that specifically, but it's like when you're in a dark place and you decide to just like, okay, I'm going to trust and I'm going to follow my instincts, and it lands you where you need to be. Something about this is going to attract or align you with your person. Okay. The eighth house or August, maybe. Possibly. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, you're gonna meet your person when you like whatever this energy is of like, I'm not sure, I'm uncertain, I don't know if I should do this. This doesn't look like this is gonna work out for me, or I don't know if I'm on the right track, the right path. It's like when you follow this inspiration, that is how you're gonna meet your person. It could land you in another place or something, or right place, right time type energy, whether it's literally moving or relocating or just being guided to go somewhere or do something. It's like that is how you're going to meet your person, through this spark of inspiration of this Page of Wands energy. Because this is something new, something that you haven't even done before, tried before, that is going to land you towards your person. Let's see. It might happen quick. Like, yeah, this might unfold very quickly. Or how it all happens is like, dang. You could be going through a little literal like transition and not know it. It's like a period in your life where you feel like things are really shitty, or like where you feel like you're at your wit's end and you're like right there on the cusp of a breakthrough, all because you took a step or action. That's what leads you to your person. So that's the energy I'm getting around this with the Empress. Is like she's close to giving birth. She's pregnant, like full term, it seems, and she's right at the end of giving birth. And it's like that period of I'm about to give birth is like kind of an uncomfortable state to be, because it's like I'm ready for this baby to come out. Like, when is this baby going to come? I can't sleep anymore. Like, the baby's kicking too much. Like, this baby is heavy. I can't do this. And that's the energy of like I'm at that cusp where I'm waiting, like, what's happening in my life? Why am I not seeing something come to fruition? Or what, I don't know what's supposed to happen in my life. What is going on? And that annoyance and that break, this Ace of Wands is almost like the point where the baby is ready to come through. It's like that Ace of Wands can be that point, that manifestation point where something is about to, like, you're about to give birth, all because you took action. And this could be an act of self-love as well with the Empress, I feel. Yeah, it's like you're going to meet your person around this season or this energy. Like, you may not even know that you're close to a breakthrough, because it's like the process is so annoying, or it seems very tedious. It's like, dang, like I can't take this shit no more. Okay, let's see. Your person is going to find you very, very beautiful as well, or like um you might not see yourself in this light, but your person does. It could be in an environment. For some of you, it might be a work environment, and people might introduce you to this person, or you might meet them in passing because of job or work, or maybe you're moving or something. This is like a period of change. Um, there's something with threes as well. These threes, the Empress and the Three of Pentacles, so 33. Some sort of initiation or high level of something, or you being bumped up in some way. And you're working with people, and I feel like you guys might get introduced, not for the sake of you guys getting together, but just kind of like, this is so and so, and this is so and so, and this is so and so, and then it goes from there. So let's see what the first impressions, like, what will you notice about them, and what will they notice about you? Let's get into that, because I feel like someone's going to introduce you. Yeah, this could be through work, or something that they do for a living, or something that you do for a living, that you guys are going to get introduced. And this is another 8. It could be a skill set that you have that kind of this person, let's say, oh, I don't know. Let's say, for instance, like, you or this person could be really good at building or creating something, or this person could be like handy at something. I know a guy that can fix cars, or I know um, a girl or a woman that knows how to craft, I don't know, let's say art. Oh, okay, really? Okay, I'd like to meet them. Hey, so and so, this is my friend, or this is so and so. She does this, or this is my friend. They do this. He does that. It's something. It kind of feels like that, maybe like a group setting type vibe. If it's not work, it's group, or people that are introducing you, and like, oh, I heard about you from word of mouth. It could be that type of vibe. But let's see, like, um, so you might notice something about this person's like crafts or skills, their devotion, their dedication to what they do, how good they are at it. Um, this person, they might have a lot of experience under their belt. The first thing that's going to be noticed is somebody's work ethic, or someone's quality of their work, their devotion, their dedication to something that they do well, their job, or something that they create. Let's see. Yeah. But I feel like this person is going to notice something about how enthusiastic you are. So it could be a similar energy of being enthusiastic about maybe something that they do. So if it's not something that you do, it could be something that they do for a living. Like, you might notice how passionate they are about their work or passionate about a craft of theirs or a skill or talent that they have. You might even compliment them on that, and I feel like what they might notice about you is your enthusiasm about that. It might be something that you even want to do or get into, or just like how excited you are about what they do. You might encourage something. You might say, you know what, you should really do this. Or it's like there's this exchange, and it feels like there's other people around or connected to this. And it's like this person notices that you're excited about what they do. And if not, it's vice versa. But I feel like there's an admiration for what someone does and a craft, and it's a I notice how excited the other person is about what this is that I do or what I'm good at or what I'm presenting. It's something along the lines of that. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So it's more so of an energy exchange thing more than it is like a physical first impression. It's like, dang, you guys have way too many cards trying to fly out. Give me 1 second. I dropped a card. Okay. Yeah. You guys are gonna want to work together. Um, whether it's like the same project or just like this person is going to help me out with something. So like it can be anything. But it's like we're going to work together or benefit from someone's skills and talents. And there's that infinity symbol. So yeah, this is y'all reading. Whoever, if you, something with eights, this is definitely on the money, y'all, for real. That infinity symbol here in the Magician. Um, yeah, I feel like you guys are going to like what's going to bring you guys closer together is something that you're going to manifest and work on. Okay, let's see what else. You guys might share similar spiritual beliefs or a religion or some sort of spiritual practice, maybe. It's something like that you both believe in. I feel like some of you guys might be into medicine healing or shamanism or something like that. And I don't like using those type of terms, like, because I feel like some things are like people don't hold it sacred. But like the best way I can describe this is like something with medicine healing, like a medicine man or woman. So you guys both might be native, um, Catholic. You both could be Catholic, or it's just some sort of shared values of spiritual things. I feel like you guys have a sacred practice. One of you might be into yoga, the other person might be wanting to learn about yoga more in the spiritual aspect of it, the not just like the physical act of it, but the sacredness of what yoga really is. There's something with that. Someone might there's an energy exchange. It's like someone is good with something and the other person, it could be like material thing. Like a person's really good with like the material world and there's an admiration for that where the other person might admire the other person for their spiritual wisdom and knowledge. And in combination with each other, there's something that manifests from that. And that's what's going to bring you both together emotionally, like deepen your bond through that, whatever that is. Okay. Yeah, you guys have. So if you're worried about, are you delaying it? Is your person delaying your union? Why isn't it coming together? Or why haven't you met and all of that? There is not a delay here. I don't see that. I don't see any obstacles or anything in the way. It feels more so like there's a divine hand behind the scenes. And I feel like you both are maybe in the process of releasing and purging some things that are necessary before you guys meet. and it could be very time sensitive because well, we just left Sagittarius season. Technically, we're in Capricorn season, but it could have been something recent if you're watching this around the time that I'm recording it. If not, there could be something significant with Sagittarian energy or Jupiter energy where it's like, well, we feel like you need to grow more, learn more in this particular area. There could be an energy of just like, how ready are you to kind of step outside of your comfort zone? Because there's some sort of requirement. If it is not travel or relocation, I feel like for some of you, it is that for sure. But if not, if that's not something you're called to or you are going to be called to, it's something different about culture or your person. It's like there's something outside of the box. Okay. But you guys complement each other very well. It's like opposites attract for real in some kind of way. It's like corporate meets spiritual, free spirited, hippie vibes, maybe for some of you. It could be um, how you grew up, how they grew up. It's something very different. They might be successful at the time that you meet, and you could just be going through a down moment and just getting back on your feet. It's like there's some sort of contrast, but it works. It just works. I don't know if that makes sense. All right, so let's see. God, your cards is flying out. Give me a second, you guys. I have to pick these cards up again. Yeah, your connection is not going to happen in this perfected way. It's kind of just like really unsuspected. Like you're not going to see it coming type of energy. It's it's quite the opposite of structured, but it's like it is structured in the divine because it's meant to happen the way that it happens, but this might seem a little disorganized, or maybe that day you're all over the place, they're all over the place. It's not going to be something that it's not a movie scene where it's like, oh, I got dressed and I got, beautified, or I got real handsome and I bumped into, my person, and it's not going to happen that way. It's not going to happen on a red carpet, okay? On a yellow brick road. It's not going to happen in that way. But let's see what else, Spirit. Yeah, you guys might be during this process being taught patience, not just with the love journey within itself, but definitely with love. But I feel more so when it comes to where your life is going, because your life is going to be possibly in a space where you feel like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing, where am I going, or why does things seem so hard, and to not give up but to be patient with yourself. Because in the foreseeable future, from what I can see at least, is like you're going to be very close to a breakthrough, and it might not seem like it, and it's right beneath the emperor. So yeah, I feel like you're not even able to see the glory of what's to come, and how how close you are to it. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to get into the astrology compatibility portion in a second. So hold tight on that. And your cards keep flying again. Oh my God. It might happen faster than you expect. Shiznit. This card, child. The Ace of Swords and the Devil flew out. I'm going to put them back. If they want to come out again, they'll come out. Yeah, because we saw that in pile one, how I put them cards back and I shuffled good, and the same cards came out in the exact same order. I'm like, okay. Let's see. Five of Swords. It could be that you might say something like, well, I'm not going to be here for long. I might have to leave again, or I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay in this area or this job, or I don't know how I'm going to be able to pay you or repay. It's something like where you feel, or your person might feel a little defeated. That this point is where you guys come together. It's like this is the point where maybe you guys decide that no, I want this. Like whoever is conflicted, they're gonna share. They're gonna be vulnerable. They're gonna, I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know. It's almost like, roll with me. Don't feel no type of way if this is you. But it might be a little bit of self pity, and whoever's on the opposite side of it is like, no, I want to be with you, or no, it's not too difficult, or no, I want to help you. It's like in some way. Let me see. Yeah, because it might be like a distance thing or travel situation involved where you're like, I don't know how long this is going to last. I might have to move, or I might have to leave, or it could be a summer romance where you're out on vacation or a trip or something, or you're on the other side of the world and you meet the love of your life. And it's like, fuck, like I'm going to have to go back home soon. Like my job ends here, or it ends in a couple of weeks, or, I'm sad I'm not going to be able to work with you anymore. It's like something like that. And this is where the person is like, no, I don't want you to leave. Or vice versa, where you tell the person, no, I don't want you to leave, or I don't want it to end like this. That is going to be the point where you guys solidify your union. Hierophants at the bottom of the deck to confirm that. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Let's see. How will your situation or your lives change as you guys come together after you solidify your relationship? How are things going to change for you guys? Wow, you're going to be up again. It's like celebration. Um, your life is going to change because it's like you didn't give up on yourself, and this person may have encouraged you to not give up on yourself in some way or keep going. Or if you decide not to leave, or they decide to come with you, or you guys decide we're going to work it out, we're going to figure out how to, see each other again, or whatever the situation is. When you guys work through those challenges together, it's like your life goes into this place. Like, again, if you didn't faint, you didn't give up on yourself, you didn't just throw in the towel, just drop everything and just give up, you kept going, you're going to see the results of why you should have kept going. And it's like, as you kept going, here's a celebration. It could be a raise, it could be a promotion, it could be something works out better than you expected, for sure, with the Six of Wands. So your life is going to change for the better. It's like a victory of still, keeping up the good fight. Didn't give up on yourself. Hmm. You and this person could have a lot of visions that you guys kind of stored away. Haven't really put much energy into or solidified in the physical, that when you guys come together, you guys might talk about those visions and they start to make sense and start to align and come together. Like if you didn't open your mouth, or they didn't open their mouth about the visions that they see for their life, or things that they wish to do or accomplish or create, um then it's like it wouldn't make sense, it wouldn't click. It's almost like these things kind of needed to be put on the shelf until you guys came together or met, or at the right time to discuss these things, because matching goals, it's like something that you vision or you see or you desire, and something that they vision and see that they didn't put energy into. When you guys talk about it, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Like, I've always wanted to do this or do that. It's like it's going to make sense together. Okay, so yeah, okay, let's see. I feel like you guys are going to be like good friends too. So whether before or just throughout your relationship, for sure, I feel like you guys are going to be really good friends. Like, it's not just a romantic thing. It's like you genuinely have love and care for each other. You enjoy spending time together. So like you're like a friend, a platonic friendship with someone that you're not sexually attracted to, or the same sex, like that's your friend. It's like you guys share a bond in a way. It's like just like your girlfriend, your homegirl, or whatever, your homeboy, whatever. They'll keep it real with you. They'll encourage you. They'll motivate you. It's kind of the same. It's like friendship. Like it's a friendship connection at the same time as well. It's like you guys can trust each other with your secrets, and you guys are very playful with each other. You can laugh together. You can be silly and like not take things too seriously. But it's like through your connection of friendship as well. It's like there's this inspiration, and like you feel safe, you feel comfortable in your union. Like I said, you guys might do things together. You enjoy doing things that's not like, overly romantic. It's like you guys may have fun dates or fun outings, or you guys are close to each other's friends and family. It's like a circle. It's um it could be a small circle of people. Like I said, you guys may have met through other people, and it's like those connections, those good energies keep you inspired and keep you going. Okay. All right, so let's get into the astrology portion. And I'm going to use another deck. Okay. I'm going to use this Egyptian deck. So let's get into the elemental astrology energy. So I'm going to ask Spirit, based off of elements, so fire, earth, water, air, whatever, what type of energy do you embody? And this does not have to have anything to do with your sun signs, moon signs, risings, and all of that. Okay. Just the energy. Okay. So what energy do you bring to love? What is the energy that you bring to love for the viewer? What is your energy that you bring? Five of Pentacles. What is the energy does your future spouse bring to love? What is their energy? Five of Wands. Wow. Two fives. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let me pull one more and then I'll get into it. Okay. So Eight of Wands. Yeah. That eight. The Tower. Eight of Wands. Okay. Actually, let me pull one more. Ten of Cups. Okay. All right. So you both show up as fives, which is interesting. Um, you came out as the Five of Pentacles. So that's earth energy all day. So like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but just earth. So typically, earth energy is quite practical and grounded. Stability could even be like around finances and things like that. So like what you bring to love is like you don't like things being disorderly. You might be someone that panics when your finances are out of order, or you don't like being broke, or you don't like people that are unstable. You don't like the feeling of being unstable. So I feel like in relationships, you're someone that tries to find balance in that. And there could be times in love where you feel rejected. You might, you know, kind of embody an energy of kind of like needing support, even if that's not true. So in this situation, you might feel shamed at the fact that you feel down and out in a situation, or you don't know what the future holds, or you feel a little bit out of order with the Five of Swords coming out. Six of Wands clarified the energy or the result of this Five of Swords, like what is going to solidify your connection, like you being in that down and out space, or feeling like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know what to do, feeling helpless, or feeling like, okay, maybe this is just a loss. It's actually going to, the energy that it's going to show you that a person can actually see past this in a way where they don't pity you, but they want to show up and support and help in a sense. So your energy could also be a very supportive energy too to partners. You again, you like to bring order into your unions and your connections, I feel, for the most part. As far as your person's energy goes, because they have a five as well, Five of Wands. But before I forget, before I miss this, so it's not all bad here with you being in the Five of Pentacles, like the element of earth. It's not all bad because typically earth signs in their healthy state, they're very dependable people, very nurturing at times as well. They are someone that you can depend on in a long-term sense. So stability, reliability, loyalty, value, security, that sort of thing. But your person being a fire element, in a sense of what they bring to love. They bring a lot of passion. They fight for their person. They could even be a bit jealous at times. Um, Jealous and possessive of their partners. They may like a little bit of competition. Like they like when other people might look at their partners and make comments because it's like, let me show them that, I'm better, or that's my person. Like, they like a little bit of that competition vibe. And So with this type of connection with this person, sometimes it could be exciting. You might like get turned on by that. It's like bold, like, oh, they're cocky. I like that. It's like you might get turned on by that. That this person likes a little bit of a challenge. They could be very spontaneous, adventurous, quite sexual, even. Like they might like, you know, hot and heavy, passionate sex. They might like fast sex, quickies. They might be kind of, fast pumping and some people might like stuff like that. They could be good at competitive sports, or like to show off, like, show off their muscles or their body. Like, they might be that type of person. But yeah, they can in a lower sense because the Five of Wands is Leo energy, but I feel like that's a shadow aspect sometimes of Leo, maybe being very egotistical or self-centered. It could be even like jealousy energy too. That's not good, or overly controlling, or that possessive energy. So yeah, that might be a little bit of a turn off, but your energies combined though, and it's interesting that you both have fives. So you guys might kind of change to fit each other's love language. Like, this is how I operate in love, but I'm willing to kind of shift and compromise with you. Or sometimes you guys might even clash too in your love language. But this is where passion meets stability with fire and earth. So your person's energy, like the fire aspect, could bring a little bit of enthusiasm as well. When you guys ground your energies into more of a practical sense, but still having like that supportive energy, like I support, let's say, like your passions, your goals, this is like where the partner, let's say, is into the competitive sports. Like if your partner, let's say, is an athlete, and the earth sign, or I shouldn't say earth sign, but the earth elemented person that embodies that energy is more the root. I'll root for you. I'll clap for you in the stands, or I'll be that silent support in the background for you. When you do your motivational speeches, I'll be there to listen to them and critique them for you and help you out. Like that's the kind of dynamic I get with this. Um, so yeah, it's like you guys have that excitement and inspiration, but also that structure of balance and dependability together. And that I feel like is good when it comes to being able to like manifest things together. Like it kind of like tap into your passions, but let's ground them. Let's be practical about it. Like, so I kind of get that vibe from this. Now, the only thing is sometimes like if the fire sign is someone, or I shouldn't say fire sign, but the fire elemented dominant person, or the person that has that exudes that fiery energy. They don't have to be a fire sign or anything, but exude that. That partner might feel that the earth dominant, like dynamic person is too like cautious or slow or overtly practical. And then the opposite, the earth element, might see them as like being impulsive, impatient, reckless, or doing too much, egotistical. So I feel like you guys have to learn how to balance out the pace of your energy, and how to kind of like assert it and operate in a balanced complementary energy. That's what I would say for that. So as far as the tower goes, the tower energy, if I'm not mistaken, is Mars ruled, more of that passion, very dominant. Um this energy could work well in your union, I feel like, as far as helping each other to rebuild, especially during a crisis. Especially during a crisis, being able to rebuild and restructure maybe what needs to be, or when someone is like down and out, or when they feel like they've lost everything. It's like that support energy is there. So like if the earth dominated energy or dynamic person is down and out, the fire energy is going to be enthusiastic and like, let's push past this. If the fire dynamic person was to go through a crisis, the earth sign is going to, or earth energy, I keep saying earth sign, the earth essence or dominant energy is going to help balance that out with groundedness. Let's start from scratch. Let's start from the ground up. Like, it's going to work. I feel like this energy could work. It just needs that balance, you know. So then we have the 8 of wands. Okay. So in the 8 of wands, I feel like your connection could very well move quickly. That fire energy, like you guys might be very attracted to each other, like really passionate about each other, even inspired by each other. Like there's something like a light turns on, a inspiration, a passion, again, sensual, sexual energy is like times 10 is lit. Okay. Because you guys have quite a bit of like fiery, passionate energy coming through. And then with that 10 of cups, okay, with that 10 of cups energy, because actually it's representing what could be a challenge for you both. Water energy is real cold, like cool, calm, collected. There might be a lack of emotional depth sometimes in your connection. You guys might be a little bit more earthbound, more animalistic in your communicate, especially the fire dynamic person. They might be more passion driven. They might be more sexual. Their love language literally could be through sex, could be through physical acts, of course, like physical expressions. Um, the earth dominant person could be what I do for a person, the service, the things that I provide, gift giving, things like that, where there might be a lack of emotional depth in this connection sometimes, or sensitivity for each other, or even for self sometimes. So that nurturing energy, I feel like kind of balances it out from that earth dynamic person that could kind of pour into this a little bit, but I feel like the emotional building that needs work. That energy needs a little bit more work. So, that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the reading. But yeah. So I feel like though, as far as the strengths, before I forget, with the Eight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. So again, that whole expansive vibe, the growth, the learning, you guys being different, maybe coming from different places around the world or just different upbringings, that could help you guys like strengthen your relationship actually, because it might spike a little bit of curiosity in your connection, like, oh, this person's different from me, like that's kind of like a turn on, or just like something like you feel it's different, something bold, it's exciting, or you guys come from different places, or you're traveling to where they are, they're traveling to where you are, so that could kind of be a thing that brings you guys together rather than separate you. So let's get back to the rest of the reading. So that was the astrology aspect of it, but I will clarify towards the end with some astrology cards. But let's get into um, the advice. No, I'm not going to do that yet. Let me pull the oracle. And then I'm not going to forget this part, but I'm going to ask like what the future holds for your partnership and so on and so forth. We'll get some advice. We'll also get some potential timelines of, any particular events, and then a channel message from your future partner at the end. So let's see any other astrology or element aspects, anything of relevancy for pile two. Pisces energy. Interesting. So psychic, intuitive, and dreamy. You guys, again, your intuition is going to guide you and lead you to your person, and it might not seem like it. It might not seem like it has anything to do with your person. The first card you had out was the moon, which is Pisces. That's Pisces ruling in this deck. So you guys, you'll benefit from trusting your intuition and the synchronicities that come with this. So you have what is this? The first house, self, body, and presence. You have the third house with communication, transportation, local community. What did I say? Something with the travel, y'all. I don't know what that is. Okay. Um, but with the first house, it's like this energy is going to be very unsuspecting that it has anything to do with your future partner. It's like you're focused on yourself. It's like I gotta focus on my situation right now, where I need to be, where I need to go. Um, how am I gonna get there, or what? It's like you're focused on your life circumstances so much so that love is not really. It's not gonna be the drive, and that's what's gonna be the shock factor, because you're not looking at all for this. It doesn't even seem like it has anything to do with where you're headed, where you're going in the moment that you're in the place that's guiding you to your person. or the situation or the circumstances or your well-being at the time, it may not seem like it has anything to do with love at all. Um, but that local community thing, how I was kind of picking up on people being a part of this introduction, there's something with community for sure. Transportation, driving, traveling, relocation, maybe. There's something with that too, with the community card, third house. Okay. So let's see, shall we? Let's tap in and see like what the future holds for you and your person, your union. And then we'll get into like the lasting impression on your life and others' lives due to your love story, right? Okay, so let's tap in. What does the future hold for pile number two's partnership? What does the future hold for their partnership with their future spouse, their life partner? Ooh, you got the world and Ten of Swords. Your life is going to change um, significantly in a sense, I'll say, because what the future holds is that your life is going to end as you know it, like it in a good way though. You're not going to recognize yourself either. Ten of Swords. I kind of got a similar message for pile number one, but it's slightly different. Because it seems like the person that was struggling or had some weird transition or they had to kind of push themselves to some, to get out of a situation or push themselves in a way that they didn't know that they were close to a breakthrough and led them to their blessing. It's like everything aligns. It all makes sense. It's like that era of struggle or the era of confusion, the era of feeling lost or the era of being stuck in a certain situation. It's like that is not my story anymore. It completely ends. It completely closes out. It all makes sense. And it maybe you're someone that plays it safe often, or you don't like to move out of your comfort zone. You're kind of fixing your energy. And this just comes together. It's well rounded. It just like stepping out of that, saying no to the person that you used to be, putting that person to a close, saying goodbye to this person, but realizing they were very important. They played a very pivotal role. That old aspect of yourself played a very pivotal role in the person that you are today. And at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like you're not going to recognize yourself because it's like you could be in a better position. And it's not because of this other person completely. You did this with the self, the first house card that came out in the astrology cards. This is you investing in you because this is where it puts you in the vicinity of the person that you're supposed to be with. You changed the situation. No one did. They might have been supportive of you and kind of helped you a little bit, but you initiated it. You give credit to you and your divine team for following their guidance, because I feel again there's something with the synchronicity energy of the number 8. I don't know what that could be, but and it might be other synchronicities as well that will make sense, but following through following through with their guidance, um it's very significant to where it lands you and leads you. There's like a big shift. Your life is going to look very different, and I feel um like you're not going to be the same person. It's like you are, it's almost like you birthed this bright energy. It's like if you were caught in this shell and trapped in a shell that was kind of gloomy and dark, you broke out of that shell and it's like this colorful radiant light that comes out of that shell. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like happening to you. So let's see how your love story will leave an impact or mark on your lives, you and your person's lives, and others' lives. How is this love story going to leave a mark on pile number two's union and the lives of others? The Hierophant. Interesting. Pull one more. Three of Swords. You might impact others through teaching about like your story. So it might not be all about your person, but it might be like your story and like what it took, and where it led you and how it led you to your person. There's some sort of healing in this. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, there's some sort of healing energy, like where you have a story to tell. So some of you guys might actually benefit off of this in your business or just like people that you deem is like worth investing into, or like people that you trust to share this with. Somehow it's going to get out. Um, I don't know why I'm getting social media, but your marriage is going to be like what you might perceive as a saving grace. You might feel like that your marriage or your partnership taught you a lot and showed you what you needed to heal. It's like you credit your union. Yeah, you credit your union for how it's helped you to overcome or to heal heartache and loss, and how it's actually helped you to initiate yourself to higher levels of consciousness. Um, the heart, I'm getting like the sacred heart. It's like a Christ like energy, like Christ, his story, how it was purposeful and it came with a sacrifice and it was painful and it was betrayal in it, but there was a resurrection, there was a rebirth, there was a greater salvation behind it, right? It's a Christ conscious like energy. So like you understand the purpose in it and how it shifted you and how it changed your life. And you sharing this with other people could be inspirational in their healing. Like, let's say for instance, not so much crediting like romance is gonna be that rites of passage for you, but just like if you're going through something in life, that is not your end, that sometimes that is needed for you to get to the new beginning, or to break that shell that you're in, break that glass ceiling and become who you were always supposed to be, or to embrace your who you are as a person and who you're supposed to be, or to allow your light to shine and not allow life circumstances or your past to keep you stuck or keep you in a mindset of sadness and trauma and pessimism. It's like it's going to help someone with that. It's healing energy. Okay. All right. So let's get some advice from your divine team, and then we'll ask potential timing of events that might unfold and a channel message from your future spouse. Okay. All right. What's the message for pile number two's divine team, the divine most high God? What is your guidance and message for pile number two? You have bounty. They, it's not even advice, but they want you to know, and you have runner guides, is that when it's time to move on something, move on that thing. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt them. Like when it's time for you to move on this, you're going to be pleasantly surprised because there's a bountiful amount of blessings that are in store for you that you can't see from where you are. And that's okay. They understand that if you're in the dark, sometimes, of course, you're not going to be able to see everything around you or what's ahead of you. Let's see what else. Wow, you guys got a lot of cards. You have pleasure with joy, guys. Yeah. They it's almost like they're promising you that you're going to find your pleasure again, that you'll find it, that you'll be able to obtain it. There's something about healing. The Christ consciousness energy is coming through again with that heart above the crown chakra. It's giving that energy, healing the heart. Caution with the guardian angel. Yes, they want you to guard your heart and be protective of your heart with those that are, it's not, that is, how I explain, that's less deserving of your energy and your goodness. It's kind of like the story between Jesus and Judas, how Judas betrayed him, and how even, I think it was Peter or Paul, one of them denied Jesus 3 times that he didn't know him because he was being persecuted at the time, and that disciples wanted nothing to do with that. So it's like even beyond that, it's not, don't get lost in that and don't lose sight of who you are and what your purpose is just because of past betrayals or things that didn't happen or go your way. But they do want you to be cautious of being too closed off as well. Clearing, helper guide. So yeah, there's a lot of healing that's taking place. Again, there's this resurrection vibe, like you coming out of this place of like spiritual death and rising and shining, like literally. So you have number 15, which is a 6, and you also have 6 here. So 2 sixes, that's 12, 3. So threes again, because you did get 3 coming through. 333 with the Empress, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. You have number 40. You have 51, another 6. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, 666 equals 9. And next year is number 9. 2025 is the year of the 9. That is powerful energy and number and completion and mastery. So you're going to get it. Spirit gave me like this insight into like, when we feel like shamed when we don't get something right the first time, or we feel like, oh, I should have known better. I thought I learned this lesson. Why do I keep falling? Why do I keep failing? Why do I keep falling for the same thing or the same people? Why is this happening to me? Rather than looking at it from that perspective of failure, it's like a child learning to ride their bike. So if I'm taking my training wheels off my bike, now I have to navigate on learning how to balance that bike now. And once you get on the bike, you might be wobbly in the beginning. You might even fall. You might even fall a few times or a couple of times, but each time you got to get up. So it's like with life. It's like, okay, I've been trained on this. I should know how to do this. But then if something happens where you feel like you failed, it's not a failure if you get up and you try again and you persevere and you push. Right? Okay. So let's get some timing. I'm going to clear all these cards up. Okay, because this, you got too many cards and it's looking a little messy. Okay, and then after the potential timing of where events might unfold, I'm going to pull on message from your future spouse. So keep in mind, y'all, it's general. Okay, so it might not be the same exact, might look a little different. So we're just going to keep it open. But if you guys want your own personalized love map reading like this for yourself, the link is in the description and it's also in the chat if you're watching this live. It's in that black bubble. But otherwise, it will be in the description box below. Okay. All right. So time frame, timing, energy, potentially around when important events might unfold in this union, and what event potentially. Let's see. Timing for pile number 2 in their union with their future spouse, their life partner. Okay. You guys got 2 cards. Sun card and the Ace of Swords. So Sun, as we all know, is potentially Leo season, right? Or something around Leo. Could even be summertime too. So when I think of the sun, I think of something positive, right? So anything that is exciting, a good period. For some of you, it is summertime. I'm gonna lean with more summer energy with this. When things are more fertile, more bright. Yeah, so sun time. I said sun time. Summertime could even be during the daytime because I said sun time. So maybe during the day, literally specifically. With the Ace of Swords, the Ace is like 1. So I want to say that it might happen sooner than we think, and I don't want to put too much pressure on this, but it's possible that it could happen around like within a year. Um, Maybe immediate, something immediate, not too far as you might think, or around a time of a new beginning, a fresh start. Even with the 2 of Wands, like that's a short period of time. That's a short period of time. That's a short window of time. So like it could be any, like I don't want to be too specific, but let's say for instance maybe like 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Nothing past a year because it's Wands. It's fast moving. Um, I feel like this also could be centered around a trip or travel. Again, I'm getting that vibe. Maybe even meeting someone online that lives far from you. Okay, the Knight of Swords is beneath that. But yeah, this is like fast moving energy to me. If not spring and summertime, or like, let's say anywhere between Leo season to maybe Libra season, let's say. But this is not as long as you think it's going to be. I don't get that. So it's a wide range of energies. I'm not getting like, let's hyper fixate on like a specific thing. No, no. Okay, so I'm going to use Confessions of a Soulmate for this, for the message from your future spouse. Okay. Might be more than one message that comes through. Maybe not all messages will pertain to one person watching. It might, be something, one thing, might be a couple things. Just depends on what it resonates and who it resonates with, right? All right. Future spouse, life partner. What is your message to pile number 2? What do you want them to know? Okay. It has your mind. And they're at their wedding reception, it looks like. And I kind of get like you guys might marry this person quite early into knowing each other. Like it might not take too much time. So it says, there is no one else in the world who could ever replace you. We were made to be together. We are destined, and I am yours, and you are mine only. We have done this before, and we'll do it again. So, like, when you guys come together, like, it might be hard for you to believe that this person would only want to be with you, and you might feel like you're less than perfect and flawed at the moment that you meet. And I feel like you need to see that. You need to experience that so that you know if somebody really wants to be with you and not because of something that, something superficial. Like you need to know that this person loves you unconditionally is possibly what you need to see. Okay. When this person comes. And then intensity. My feelings for you overwhelms me sometimes. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently. This will help me feel comfortable with changes that are happening. So yeah, remember how I was saying like this connection could be quite fiery and passionate and intense. And it might kind of scare you, maybe even scare them a little bit. But when they do, when you and this person do come together, it is gonna make you both feel like how I explain, like you're holding your breath a little bit because I feel like you're both afraid of your feelings a little bit, like how much you could actually really love a person. I feel like this person is used to maybe connections that are quite surface level, maybe very sexual in nature, and you might be kind of used to connections where people always want something, or you might have stayed in relationships for the sake of security and not love due to feeling like, love is not safe, even though you may really want that. And this person may really want that. So when you guys have that real deal connection, you're going to navigate and kind of like teach each other and help each other to find that balance between passion and being too practical. Remember how the whole dynamic between fire element and earth element energy. So you guys don't have to be fire and earth signs, but just like the energy of that is what I picked up. So yeah, that is a message for you and to you. I hope that these messages have been helpful, or at least some part of the readings have been helpful. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to book your own reading like this, your own love map reading, it's available in my description box or in the chat if you're watching this live. And I look forward to assisting and helping and guiding because this reading was very extensive, but it was very fun for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, like this video if it genuinely resonated with you and it blessed you or it was just entertaining. Share it with someone that you feel like it may also resonate or help, and I would appreciate that. So no gatekeeping. Yeah, so look forward to more readings. It's been a while since I did Future Spouse Sundays, so yeah. But much love to you guys. As always, be blessed, be safe, enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your evening, or wherever you guys are in the world, or whenever you're watching this. It is timeless. Okay, if it's meant to reach you, it's meant to reach you. So yeah, much love.